Hi Capricorn, it's Rebecca from Being Human Tarot here with your March 2019 reading. I'm sticking with the same 3-card spread, which I know I said that I was going to switch up, but I just haven't gotten around to it. And honestly, I kind of really like the 3-card spread, and so I think I'm having some separation anxiety with moving on to something else. I'm really comfortable with it. I feel like for the purposes of these monthly videos, it goes like the right amount of time for everything. But that being said, to refresh your memory, the 3-card spread consists of the first card representing what to focus on for the month, the second card representing what to set aside for the month, and then the third card representing an additional consideration for the month. So I've already shuffled and drew cards, and I'm using this deck that it's an anniversary version of the Enchanted Tarot, I believe. I'll double check and put the full name in the description, but as you can see right here, the cards are huge. So it's kind of cool because you can get so much illustration in there. So you'll see. I think you'll like it. It's a pretty cool deck. Also, my voice is a little scratchy because I'm getting over cold, so sorry if I sound strange. Now, to get into your reading for March, Cap, your first card of what to focus on, and this one was actually a jumper, flew right out of the deck, so it was a strong message for you. You drew the 9 of Pentacles. And if you can hear those little cheeps, that's my parrot in the background. Try to move it a little bit closer to focus, if you can see that. And so, the 9 of Pentacles is one of my favorite cards in the entire tarot deck, and it's minor arcana, but it's like the best card. It's a woman, actually it's a woman with a parrot, so obviously I love it, but she's maxing and relaxing. She's in her garden that's like completely abundant. This card is about enjoying the benefits of your hard work, and as we know, Capricorns are super workaholics a lot of the time, and so this month you're kind of being called to tone that down a bit. Like, take a look around you. Why are you doing all that hard work? It's for a purpose, right? It's so that you can enjoy some things. It's to get you somewhere, right? So it might be that you haven't been kind of examining the ways that you can relax and be happy and do things for yourself. Take yourself out. If you have the means, maybe it's time for a vacation or something even bigger like that. But it's definitely a month for, and I keep saying relaxing, but it's not like the 4 of Swords relaxing where it's like, oh, I'm tired, I need a break. It's more of, I'm going to go out to, the ballet and, take in some entertainment in that way, like sort of on a grander scale. Maybe that's kind of a weird example, but it's still being active and doing things. But you're it's a pentacle card where you're really able to enjoy all of the pentacle energy, all of the money that you've saved. And obviously that's going to, take shape a little bit differently for all the Capricorns out there, but in the ways that you can, really examine what you can do this month to embody this badass 9 of Pentacles who's just on her own. It's also like a very independent kind of like vibe. She's taking care of herself and she's happy. She doesn't need anyone except that parrot. So, in your position of what to set aside, you drew the Fool. And I will try to move it a little bit closer again. And so this is interesting because the cards are telling you to not take any big leaps of faith this month. So if there was a new venture or project or potentially a new job. Not that you should pass up a job based on, you know, a reading that I'm giving for all Capricorns, but the point here is to examine, kind of like how it was examine where in your life you can be fruitful, treat yourself, you know, go out, be happy with like all of your hard work. The Fool is an examination because it's in your set aside. It's examine where you were kind of thinking about like taking off, and ask yourself if right now is the best time for that. Maybe it is, but it's in your set aside, and so you're being called to pause and not take a blind leap of faith. Maybe you need to get more facts, and then it'll be fine. You can work out some kinks or something like that. But just be a little bit cautious this month in terms of that. And in your final card of additional consideration, you drew the Princess of Pentacles. Which is pretty cool. You're an earth sign. You drew 2 pentacle cards, great cards, this month as your focus and an additional consideration with the Princess of Pentacles. And she's kind of like the early stages of money, of kind of like coming into finances, or even because it's pentacles and it can be about the body, maybe understanding what you need physically a little bit more. But the princess is the younger one, and so when we draw a card that has the younger figure, like the princess in this deck or the page in a lot of other decks, what we're really doing is we're being asked to take a look at the youthful side of this, because we can be kind of hardened adults. We can, you know, think in a very structured way because of all of our past experiences. But I think in your case for March, in particular because you drew the Nine of Pentacles as your focus, with the Page of Pentacles, I think it's almost like the cards are telling you, like, you need to go back and find, like, deep within you, or maybe you're someone who you don't have to go that deep because it's something that you tap into frequently, but you need that, like, childhood happiness and, like, elation that kids can have, you know, like, an extreme example would be, you know, waking up on Christmas morning if you come from a family who celebrated Christmas, and the excitement of getting the presents. So just like if you had that experience and kind of relate to how excited you felt. I knew that I felt so excited. You need that this month. I feel like the universe is kind of telling you to, like, chill out, recognize all that you've done, and, like, reward yourself, you know? Get back to that pure kind of happiness that it's a lot easier said than done, but once it's done, it feels so good, right? And it seems like you need that a lot this month, Capricorn. So that's it for your reading. I hope that you found it useful. If you did, please give the video a like and consider subscribing to the channel. I upload this suite of videos for all of the signs before the 1st of every month. And if you subscribe by hitting the bell icon, then you'll just be automatically notified as soon as I do that, so that you can know when your video is ready. So that's it, Capricorn. It looks like you're gonna have a great month. It has a lot of great potential, but you have to allow it to happen, you know? So let it happen. Okay. Bye, Cap.